Here we have for sale our 2014 on a 64 plate Ford Transit Custom Sport. This is the 2.2 TDCi 155 brake horsepower, short wheelbase, low roof. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. We'll have a look at the spec that you get on a genuine Transit Custom Sport like this, but we'll also talk you through a little bit of the condition, the ownership, and seeing as it is now available for sale, and the service history. That was the other thing I was looking for there. Starting at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that we've got the rear barn doors. So what I mean by that are two doors which open up like so. On a Sport, you get another number of elements which are color coded, such as the handles, the little trim here above the rear bumper, and also above the rear number plate, and also the rear bumper there, all color coded. And you can see there that we've got the rear parking sensors there, all integrated, and you can also see we've got a reversing camera there nestled in there nicely. If we look down the side of the vehicle, on the Sport, it does come with this factory body kit. So that comes with the wheel arch extenders, the side skirts which go down there, and also a change of the front, and there's also an additional trim here as well. On top of that, you get the 18-inch alloy wheels, all, as I say, completely from factory. None of this has been added afterwards, and I really think, this is what so many people try to replicate with vans, but this is, of course, all from factory and looks absolutely fantastic. As I say, if we look at the front here, you can see that we've got this lower lip spoiler just there, slight changes there to the front fog light surrounds, the iconic racing stripes, the Ford Transit Custom Sport racing stripes. I say, all in all, I think it does look very, very nice in black as well. If we jump in the cab quickly, we'll show you through some of the spec that is in here, because you do get a lot of spec on a Transit Custom Sport. So looking at the driver's seat, you can see that we've got height adjustment here at the front of the seat. That controls this part going up or down. That is height adjustment of the whole of the seat, and then, as I say, you've got adjustment there for the backrest as well. On top of the driver's door, we have electric windows, we have electric folding mirrors. That's how you fold the mirrors in, just like so. You've got auto-activated lights and wipers. You've got two full remote keys with this particular vehicle, and we've got a full leather multi-functioning steering wheel. On the right-hand side, this is where you've got the radio controls for the volume, and you can also answer and hang up the phone. And then on the left-hand side, that's where you've got your cruise control, and you can control the onboard computers here using these dials up the top. The vehicle is running at the moment, so you can see it's all idling correctly, no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard, and the mileage is only 56,069 miles, so lovely mileage on that. In terms of condition here, quite difficult to fault, really. I mean, of course, this is a 6 coming on for 7-year-old vehicle, so of course there are signs of wear. There is a little bit of wear on the steering wheel, but certainly nothing severe, and there is a little bit of wear here just on the edge of the driver's seat. In the Sport, you do get a half leather interior as well. That's a big difference from the normal Limited. A lot of the spec that you get on this is Limited spec, and, as I say, some slightly above as well. If we open up this storage here on top, there's a little handle just there. If you open that up, you've got a USB port, AUX, and a 12-volt socket. And you can see here on this stalk, there is actually some lane departure warning as well on this vehicle. To accompany the 155 brake horsepower engine, you get a 6-speed manual gearbox. As you can see there, you've got the parking sensor display, and of course this is the radio where you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. Air conditioning as well. You've also got heated front seats. If I just pop the camera down here, I don't know if you can see this, but just there, that is your heated seat button, so you have got front heated seats as well. This is a one owner from new vehicle, and as you've probably seen in the advert, there is no VAT to pay. And we do have a lovely service history as well, as you can see here, with stamps in the service book. Last being done at 42,768 miles. Of course, it is going to be going through our workshop as well before it leaves us. It's been 14,000 since the last service, so we will be giving it a fresh service and a new MOT as well before it leaves us. We've got a fold-down work tray here, somewhere for your cup holders, and somewhere to store some paperwork as well. You have got storage as well underneath the passenger seat, so you can pull up the seats here and flip them forward, and you've got storage underneath there. You can do exactly the same with the far seat there. If we just go back outside, let's have a little look at a bit more of the condition on the outside of the van. Of course, being a black commercial vehicle, it does show some hairline scratches and stone chips and things like that, as I'm sure many people will be aware. Looking down the driver's side of the vehicle here, all in all, it is very, very presentable. But I must point out, there are a couple of small marks. I say it is just picking to rain slightly, so apologies if there's any water here on the bodywork. But there are a couple of marks, things like the edge of the wing mirror casing, and as I say, a few light scratches. There's some small little indents there just underneath the driver's door lock, and as I say, just the odd light mark here or there. But as I say, all in all, that's a very, very presentable van. But as I say, I just want to be as transparent as I possibly can and give you as much information on the video as possible. Again, looking at the rear doors, actually all in pretty good order, but there are again a couple of light scratches there at the very bottom of the doors, and we'll have a look down the passenger side in just a second. But if we open up the rear doors now, we can have a look at the condition here in the rear. If you pull on these yellow arms, clip them into the door like so, you can open that up to its 180-degree position like that. You can do exactly the same with the other door, or alternatively it will just lock into place there at 90 degrees. You can see here that the van has got brand new full ply lining, so fully covering the rear doors, which is very, very good to stop any outward dents. And as you can see there, all in the back, brand new ply lining, so very presentable. It's got the original hard wearing plastic floor in there, and we've got the factory fitted bulkhead as well, which has the load through hatch, which I will show you in just a second. If we shut the doors there, as I say, these just simply unclip there, and then you can shut the door like so. And as I say, then starting to go down the passenger side, again just having a look down there, very, very straight actually down the passenger side. Can't really see any ripples or dents, maybe a slight pin dent here in the rear quarter, but otherwise all does look to be very good. Again, you are going to get a couple of small marks there. Don't know if you can just see that. There's a small little mark just there on the rear quarter, and there is a small touch in just there as well. But a very smart looking van indeed. We'll open up the side loading door, and it gives you another aspect then of the load area here in the back. Gives you a better look at the bulkhead. And as I mentioned, on the bulkhead you do have this load through hatch. If you pull up that hatch, it is just attached via a magnet. It clicks into the bulkhead via a magnet as well, and that allows you then to load right the way underneath the passenger seats. Perfect for those 3-meter lengths, which you wouldn't usually be able to get in a van of this size. As I mentioned, this is one private owner from new. We have service history with it, and as I say, the crucial thing with this particular vehicle, no VAT to pay on it. If we look here at the front does look to be in pretty good order. One thing with the stripes, there are some signs of age there on the edge of the stripes, and maybe possibly heat from the engine as well. That might be contributing to that. But again, I'm just trying to be as transparent as I possibly can with you. Front fog lights here, front parking sensors as well. Better headlights than on the standard Transit Custom. That is a very smart looking van. Sorry if there's any wind noise here today. If you'd like to inquire, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. If you do have any other questions which you feel I may not have already answered in this video, please feel free to give me a call. Thank you very much for watching.